On the phone, we've got Tiffany Engen. She's a performer in the Broadway musical Kinky Boots that's coming to the Stanley Theater. Tiffany, thanks for joining us today.
Thanks for having me.
Can you tell us a little bit about the show, about Kinky Boots?
Sure. Kinky Boots, it is still on Broadway. It won 6 Tony Awards, including Best Musical. It's the story of Charlie Price, who has to go home to save his father's shoe factory in Northampton, England. After his father passes away, Charlie takes over the factory, but the factory itself has fallen on some hard times. So what they really need to do is find a niche market to be catering their shoes to. And through a series of events, he meets Lola, this fabulous London drag queen, and together they decide to design and make these kinky boots. So they do, footwear for drag queens. Of course, they learn a lot about each other throughout the process. And the show is really about, not judging a book by its cover. It's about accepting yourself and accepting those around you, living your life with pride and leading with love. It's a great story that has fantastic music by Cyndi Lauper and a book by Harvey Fierstein.
What do you play? What is your character in the show?
My role, I play a character named Lauren, and Lauren is a worker in the factory, and she becomes the love interest of Charlie, our main character.
Oh.
But I also love that she's really the one that provides that light bulb moment for Charlie when she's the one to say that they really need to find a niche market. That's how they can save the company, is they need to start finding a niche market to cater their shoes to.
Yeah, so you've got a pretty big role in this story.
It's fun. She's a great character. She's a really strong, fun, funny, quirky female character. She's super fun to play, and the song that she sings is called History of Wrong Guys, and I think it's one of the most Cyndi Lauper-esque sounding songs right out the gate. All the music is original. Cyndi wrote all this music specifically for the show, and I think people are really surprised a lot at all the different musical influences that she pulled from for the show. I mean, there's rock and roll influences, pop references, gospel references, disco references. She really pulled out all the stops. But Lauren's song in particular, right out the gate, when you hear that downbeat, you're like, oh, yes, this is that Cyndi Lauper vibe that I love,
Right. Well, we'll have to be listening for that song specifically while the show is going on.
Sounds good.
Well, thank you, Tiffany, for joining us.
Thank you.